Virgo. Welcome to Neptune Fish Tarot. My name is Alicia. So today, Virgo, we're going to be doing your reading for the first week in November. We are smack dab in the middle of Scorpio season, and we do have, some kind of illumination this week. I think I'll do a reading about that later, though. So, Virgo. Let's just get right into the reading. Across the top row, we pulled out the Knight of Voices, the Six of Emotions, Death, the Three of Emotions, the Moon, and the Queen of Materials. And I've also got a clarifying row underneath. So let's just get right into the reading. The overall energy on the main deck is the Star. So Virgo, we do see something here about this overall, clearly healing, right? I think also there's a message in this reading about really coming to terms with what it is that you're hoping and wishing for, Virgo. Maybe getting some clarity about that. I think with this Knight of Voices right at the outset, we do see a lot of really fast moving, like mental energy, you getting very clear, receiving some kind of information or truth that sort of comes to you, and it's clarified by death. And I think that, again, Scorpio season, right? So something is being transformed, something is coming to an end, needing to be rebirthed. This is a time of transition. It's very quick moving, and it's very much in the realm of mental energy, in the realm of information, right? So then we see next to it the Six of Emotions, and you can see in this depiction, I really love, this is the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann, and it has a really great depiction of the Six of Emotions because it does show the inner child, doesn't it? It's like thinking back to a time when or connecting in maybe emotionally with this cup's energy to a time in the past, right? So it's like reminiscing perhaps about a time in the past where you can see this little girl in the picture is sitting on top of her suitcase, and she's sort of playing and enjoying herself, and this person who's sitting and thinking back about it really seems to be mesmerized or deep in thought. And so I feel like this Knight of Voices is coming in, and you're sort of being catapulted back into something from your past. Now, this can be representative of a particular person or a relationship. We see that the Six of Emotions is clarified by this Five of Coins, though. So there is some kind of a stressful, and next to death, right? There is some kind of stressful energy going on here. It's like, Virgo, something coming to an end. Maybe this idea of who you thought you were supposed to be is not really lining up with, or who you are is not lining up with who you once thought you were supposed to be, or maybe wanting to have a do-over. Five of Coins feels like there's something, and it's like really within you. I mean, there's nobody else here. Do you notice? There's nobody else here. This is just you, Virgo. This is you and you. Feeling some kind of a way, feeling like there's something about this trajectory of your own self-concept that needs to to be reworked. It needs to be rebirthed. There's something in the trajectory that has not it's not unfolded according to plan or according to your desires, or wherever you find yourself in this particular moment, this first week of November. There's just something that's weighing heavy, and we see repeating cards too. Look at, we've got death again. This is real transformation. This is you really, like, I love this depiction because this is you closing your eyes and really digging deep into the depths and the all of the I can't even, there aren't even words really to articulate. And maybe where that's the Knight of Voices is coming in, because this is a need for you to really start to articulate, Virgo, what it is that's missing the mark for you. Let's go back to the star. What is it that you've been wishing and dreaming for? What are the hopes that you've sort of had for yourself? What is the vision? Go back, because the answer somehow lies in this reminiscing, in this going through the recesses of your mind. This is like kicking open the door to the attic of your brain and like ripping away the spider webs, right? The cobwebs, really entering into the depths, delving in to try to shed some kind of mental process here. What do we have? Yeah, underneath, let me get the sun out of here. This is like really, let me fix the lighting on this. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if we do this, if this improves things a little bit. Sorry, Virgo. The sun just moved. Yeah. This death is clarified by the Ace of Cups. There's some kind of a rebirth for you, Virgo. I feel like this week in November. And it's becoming very clear to you that something that you had wished and hoped for has not really panned out for you. And it's sort of stemming from this place of lack. There's this place within you that you the way that you think about yourself and the expectations perhaps that you've placed upon yourself, there's something that needs to transform within you, within your mind, within your thoughts. You connecting back in with your inner child, with the history, and your own self-concept, your own self-worth. There's something like this going on. And the universe coming in to say, look, this is an opportunity for you to begin a new cycle, to begin anew. It's like a gift that the universe wants to infuse into you with this Eight of Cups. There's this new opportunity for love. And it all begins with you, Virgo. And so we see you looking in your environment, this Three of Emotions, right? Like, who are the people that you surround yourself with who bring you stability, who bring you celebration, and who are there for you, right? Who are there to support you. Clarified by the Knight of Coins and the King of Cups. So, are these people able to bring you sort of like a long-term emotional stability? Okay. And I think that with the moon next door and the Three of Cups, again, repeating cards, Three of Cups, Three of Cups, maybe there's some illusion or some confusion or something that you're not fully aware of. It's like something something about these people who you've been associating with. Um, that's the question. Are they bringing you into a long term stability, into a happy place? I would say here with this Five of Cups, which we can't really see because the sun, there's a Five of Cups here. Um, I feel like there's something, Virgo, that's coming up short for you that, again, you're feeling like a little disillusioned by, that's sort of left you in a state of wanting, of lack, of disappointment. Again, two fives, Five of Coins and the Five of Cups. Something within your relationships. And again, this all does start with the relationship to yourself, but then it's projected outward into your environment. And so when you find yourself in a place of dissatisfaction internally, it almost kind of follows that you would find the same dissatisfaction externally, right? And there's something about this long term stability and this long term um, emotional fulfillment that it's lacking. It's lacking. Five of Cups. It's sadness. It's regret. It's like the promises or the expectations perhaps that you felt like were supposed to be in these relationships, they've not really bared any fruit. And this is, and here we have the Queen of Materials, right? And this is the Queen of Pentacles. This is like a very resourceful, um, equal, balanced. This is like happy home. A queen, this is somebody who works hard, who is able to gather all the resources and all of the riches and all of the lovely things. This is a somebody who has a wonderful home life and a lovely family, and all of those kinds of things. And so, I mean, Virgo, this is kind of you sizing it up and saying, well, this is where I want to be, and this is who I want to be to myself and in my life. And so we see you coming into this Page of Swords, King of Swords. What's the truth of the situation? Right? What is the truth for you? What needs to what needs to be reborn inside of you? What needs to be readjusted? Let's go back to the beginning. Let's take a look at the whole thing, right? What in your life, Virgo, at this time needs to be rethought through? Where are you not seeing the gifts that are being given to you, right? Where are you overlooking the gifts of what the universe has given you, in terms of who are the people around you who maybe want to support you, who you're not allowing to come in to support you? Who are the people around you who are not supporting you, who you need to let go of? These are the kinds of questions, right? Who are the people in your environment who can bring you into like a very foundationally balanced and supportive, who can partner with you, who can bring you into this Ten of Coins place? And who are you in this equation, right? Who are you, and what do you need to cut out? What truth do you need to sort of tell yourself, right, about your situation? How are you sabotaging yourself? What decisions are you making to bring yourself into this place of emotional stability, financial stability, into a place of a life that you envision for yourself? What is the life that you envision for yourself? Who are the people that you resonate with? Are they aligned with who you are and what values you hold? Yeah, we have the underlying bottom of the deck as the High Priestess. So this is kind of, I see this reading as like, this is a time, Virgo, for you to sort of step back and to do some reevaluating, um, and to think seriously about the truth of your situation in, who you want to be, who you believe that you are, the the company and the people who that you surround yourself with. um are these the kind of people that you wish to continue to be in relationship to? um and then also, are these the people, like people who are in your environment, um are you leaning on them for support at this time as you're going through this, I don't know, I would say cleansing, almost this cleansing process, right? Because this is what's at stake. This is almost like, Virgo, where you want yourself to be, but with the moon in the high priestess, it's like it's still not clear to you, how do you get there? What needs to be cleaned up? What needs to be excavated, right? What needs to be transformed? So this first week in November, I'm not going to lie to you, Virgo, it seems like there's a lot of up in the air, a lot of up in the air energy. And if you'll notice here, what's missing are wands. There's not a single wands card here. So there's almost no action. Um, this really seems like a week for introspection and sort of sitting by yourself and reevaluating. And so that's kind of what I see there. Let's take a look here at the oracles. Let's start with the fairies. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Well, that's interesting. Again, there are no wands cards here. And maybe that's the maybe that's the message. My gosh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the key to everything, is that we are in this kind of stuck in this place of just thinking and overthinking and ruminating. And the more we think about it, with this Page of Swords, King of Swords, like the more confused we become. And maybe we're just not trusting ourselves to move forward. Maybe that's the message, Virgo, is that, too much thinking this week is leading you to inaction. And maybe what the advice is saying is that it's time to get going. It's time to just make some decisions. It's like, that you're not in a very happy space right now, Five of Coins, right? Something needs to be left behind. And maybe it's time just to take a step in one direction, just one step, right? And to trust in your guidance and to your intuition, that it's guiding you. You know what you want, and you know it's clear to you what in your environment is not working for you, right? And it's time to take steps to excavate that stuff, to get rid of that stuff. It's time to allow that transformation, even though it's painful, and even though it's hard, in order for you to end up in this place of abundance and long-term stability. That you have to cut something or somebody out, whether that's a job or a relationship or a situationship or a living environment, perhaps, right? It could be just whatever it is. Though you're confused about how exactly it's going to all unfold, we don't always know those details, but yet there's still some call to action. There's still some taking one step in a direction, making a decision towards that end. And that's going to kind of build your momentum. That's going to get that ball rolling. Next, we have Go the Distance. Yeah. Again, Card 47 reduces down to an 11. That's a master number. So yeah, this is definitely, you're at the beginning of what seems like a do-over, right? And it's going to take a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not courage, although it will take courage, but discipline, I'm going to say. There's a little sense of discipline that's needed here. Stop stagnating, stop procrastinating, go the distance. That's what I'm getting as a message with that card. And then we have, from Metatron, we have inner child, hear and know me. Yeah, this is really you just acknowledging, well, what do you desire? This is all about, like I said, your hopes and your dreams. Virgo, what have you kind of sold out on over time? When you go and you connect in with that inner child, what do you want? What do you desire? Right? What's that inner child telling you? Right? Don't ignore. Don't ignore that. You know, that little child deserves to be acknowledged and to be cared for. And that little inner child is you. And that little inner child um, deserves to have their wishes heard and deserves to live the life that serves what they want. This is you, right? And the universe wants to give that cup of love to you, right? So these are your messages, Virgo. I hope that it helps somebody. If it did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one.